Well, I don't know if you could hear me or not yet. When somebody gets on, maybe they'll say they could hear me. But when I'm here, I'm down at what they call a Navy Memorial. I think that's what it is. Because I was in the Navy, and I think they made us learn this. Yeah, there's a Navy guy, statue of a Navy guy sitting here somewhere. But downtown Washington, D.C., it's a beautiful day. It's like 80 degrees today. Wow, it's summer already. So they're going to tease us with this weather for about 3 or 4 days, 5 days or whatever, and then who knows? Then we get back to some snow or something like that. Weather's crazy nowadays. But I don't know if anybody's here. And what I want to talk about is really what's going on with government money. And not a whole lot different than it's always been. And that's why government money now, and people who just checked on, make sure you hear me, because if you don't, give me a chat that something's wrong. So I don't, at my age, I got very little time left. So I want to use it efficiently. But the money that's high there, do you hear me? PHOEXX Lee? Just want to make sure the audio is working. I got a new speaker now, or microphone, and I want to make sure it's good. Yeah, I can hear you. Great. Because, the government programs, people have a misconception of what it's like, and that's understandable. We don't learn about government except the 3 branches of government, in school, and they never tell us about the money that's available, because all this money comes back to people. So that's why I'm trying to do for the rest of my life now, is make sure that people learn about the programs that they're eligible for. And it's more than money, and even the money is not all grants. I mean, people say that, well, I want a government grant, but you're missing, if you say you want a government grant, you're missing like 80% of the free money programs that are out there. Because most of the free money programs aren't even called grants. So we specialize in not grants, but all government benefits that the government has available. And they give out, just in cash alone, over $20,000 per family every year, plus free services. I mean, free health care, free legal help, free expertise, investment information, anything you want to know, healthcare information about what's good and bad with any the latest cures and remedies and stuff like that. The government is the largest source of money and information in the world for anything. And that's what we're trying to teach people, how to do it. The government doesn't do a good job with that, so that's why we do it. So all your government benefits, just because you live here, you don't even have to be a citizen for a lot of these things. And that's important to know. So you really have to know about where to go, and that's what I do. I love telling people where to go. Washington far, I'm here and I can hear you. Great. It's amazing, and all I want to do is make sure people know what a great country this is that has all these programs, because the rich will use it. I mean, they'll figure it out. If there's a benefit for them, whether it's a tax break or a grant or anything. Actually, even in grants, money that gives out, and they don't even call it grants, they call it transfer payments. I mean, people who get transportations, there's more money given out in transfer payments to people making over $85,000 than people making under $30,000. So you think that all this money goes to poor people or something like that. That's absolutely wrong. And we have to realize that, because we all have problems that we're trying to satisfy. Everybody is running around, with financial problems, and they can't solve them because you go to Google. If you're going to Google, you'll never find the answer to your problems unless you have money. So if you have money, you go to Google and get help for your answer. You don't have money, don't go to Google, because that's just going to waste your money. You'll buy something you didn't need because you don't know the alternatives, or you get scammed, because it's now people are so big at scamming people on the internet. So it's easy to get scammed because we're not knowledgeable enough about knowing about these programs. So that's what I want to make sure people know. And there's other thing about programs out there. There are people that help you find the programs for you. That's what I do, but I charge money. And there's other people that will do it for free. They get grant money to help you find programs. And that's what is amazing to me, and people don't know about them, so they give me money, and that's fine. I certainly appreciate it. But if you don't have money, you still need the information. So that's why you go to get the free services that do this. And when you call the government for free services or free money, you have to treat them a little differently, because on Google, like me and whatever, I know if I'm nice to you, you may give me money. If I'm not nice to you, you won't give me money, right? Buy my stuff. And that's understandable. But the people who give it for free don't have that over their head. They get paid no matter if you use them or not. Okay, so that's why to use them, it's different. You have to do it with you and your personality. If you don't hold, you don't own it. The best investment are a tangible thing like gold and silver and beanie wings. Well, it's all relative, man. I think skills are. If you have a skill, then you can always earn money. Investing in something is just trying to outguess the other idiots who invested. And that's another kind of game. It's all a game. And you do what's right for you. And there's a lot of ways to get through this life. Nobody has the secret. And you have to find out what's right for you, because we all have different skills, different talents, and everything that we need to get by in life. And we use them to our best ability. And that's another thing, is that the government will train you for free to use your best skills and talent to the best of your ability, so you can make the most income and the most money and live a decent life in this country. And actually there's more opportunities like that now than ever before. Now that Biden is putting so much money into training and people, the new manufacturing that's starting now. There's a manufacturing renaissance, and the jobs in these manufacturing companies are going to be high paying like they used to be in the automobile and steel industry. But now it's a chip manufacturing. So that's not heavy stuff to lug around. You don't have to have a lot of muscles to work in these factories like you did in the past. But you need some skills, and that's what Biden has done, investing so much money, probably $500 billion to $1 trillion, just so you could get the skills you need to get a great paying job, and all the new jobs are being created. And even in healthcare, there's so many jobs now that are going unfilled because people don't have the skills. So that's the government's job. The government is to give people the skills so they could get these jobs that are being created by the private sector, because the private sector doesn't invest in you learning anything. They want you to come to the job with the skills, and they're out there looking for people, and they can't find them because nobody has the skills. So you could get the skills now for free. And they're in every state, every place. I mean, there's loads of them, and how do you find them where you live? That's really easy too. There's just a couple places you can check. Don't go to Google, because you're going to get, I want to be a computer expert, and you're just going to get people going to charge you $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, for you to get that skill. You could get it for nothing, and maybe even a few months, get your foot in the door with some skills, and then go on from there. The way to find these is, one, go to careeronestop.org. So that's careeronestop.org. And you put in your zip code, and then you make an appointment with a local career counselor. These are government offices, never charge you money, okay? So you make an appointment with these people and explain what you want to do in life and see what's available, because they even have programs now that will pay for you while you're learning. Not only, there's a lot that will pay for your training, but others that will pay for your learning too, and your daycare and your transportation and all your out-of-pocket living expenses while you get your skills you need to get a good job. And that's that to me is the most wonderful thing in the world. And it's not like going to college where they're going to charge you $100,000 of debt, and get a $30,000 job. No, you can go 3 months and get skills to get a $50,000 job. That's what's out there now, and they pay for the training. So why go into all that debt? Or you could be trained and learn, get a job, get income while you're training. These are called apprenticeship programs. They pay you a wage, maybe about $30,000, up and around there a lot of times, to train for a year or two to get $80,000 job. And these are in skills that it takes some time to learn. So they'll teach them to you. Nothing from the government is free unless you want a debt or a useless degree that want to go. The government is $35 billion. Yes, and it keeps going in debt. The government is $35 trillion in debt. Military budget for 1 year. Well, I don't think the military budget is $35 trillion. I mean, the whole budget is only about $9 trillion, so that wouldn't make sense to my mind. But that doesn't matter. I mean, that's another argument. I don't, not here. Here is to use the resources that you and I pay for, to improve your life. Now, you're right. They're not free because we paid them, but they're free to you. They're not free to the country. No, we have to pay for them. You're absolutely right. And there's some laws now. Louisiana just tried to put a law in that you can't say the word free money. And because of that. But the people getting the money. Ask for the millionaires, the ones who got money from the government last year through a Trump program. They got $1 trillion of money. And they were millionaires. That's free money to them. They got more than money in their pocket now than they did before. And you're right, they're paid for it too. Because all these years they paid taxes. Now they're getting, I guess, some of that back, and that's free to them. So it's all whatever. It's in the eye of the beholder. You're welcome to call it anything you want. And I just like calling it government giveaways, because these are giveaways by the government. The government is giving away to people. If you want to call them free or whatever it is, you're right. The taxpayer fits all the bills. This is what the country is. They're supposedly to solve problems. They may not be your problem, but they're somebody's problem. So, and the only way to change that is by voting. So who you vote for. Cynthia, hopeful homesteader. I had 2 strokes and I'm now in a wheelchair. However, my mind is still strong. What kind of grant to get? Well, again, Cynthia, the one I told you about before, is call your local Career One Stop. They help people with disabilities get jobs and get free training to get jobs and everything. So if you go to careeronestop.org, careeronestop.org, put in your zip code, call them, and make an appointment. Now, the other place you should go, Cynthia, is findhelp.org. Findhelp.org. A lot of people, what is it, lunchtime maybe? No, this is Sunday, isn't it? There's so many people around here. Findhelp.org. Put in job training or job help, anything with jobs, and look, wherever you are in your zip code, there'll be 100, 200 organizations that get grants to help you get a job or to train you for free or whatever. Now, the other thing, because you have a disability, look for also programs that are only for people with disabilities, okay? And that, again, is findhelp.org. SBA, we have to go through to get grant money. The SBA doesn't have grant money, but it's a good place to go through to get grant money. Okay, let me finish Cynthia. She needs to go to findhelp.org, put in your zip code, and then look for disabilities, and the people that you'll find 100, 200 organizations that help people with disabilities for free, give you money, free services, or whatever. And that's what you want to know about. And we have a special report, if you remember, SBA's a scammer. Well, then don't go there. If you remember, we have a state-by-state report that shows you all the sources in your state for people with disabilities, okay? And that's what you should know, but you could start searching that by going to findhelp.org, okay? And that's the way. The SBA doesn't have grants much now anymore. They have some, but what's better about the SBA is they give grants to nonprofit organizations to help you find grants for your business, okay? They used to be a scammer. They told me they were you. I don't think the SBA said they would be me. I don't think they like me. And there's a lot of people out there who say they're me. And maybe they're also saying they're the SBA. Now that they're real scams. That's why you have to stay out of anything to do with anybody who contacts you by phone, by email, or by chat or anything like that, because you're too likely to scam. And Google. So stay away from all those places. If you want money and you want help for free, you go to places like findhelp.org. That's a great place. And if you need money and expenses and things like that, you should. A person on Signal is telling me you used to bank. Use it. They're fucking lying. I don't know what they're talking about. I've gotten SBA grants. That's what they mean. No, anybody on like Signal, all these things, no. They're out trying to get your money. That's all. They're not giving money. They have to get money from you because they're advertising. And that's why you have to stay away from all this stuff, Tabby. Get out of that. And start using the free sources that are available. And there are plenty of them. You have problems with paying bills? You go to HUD.gov. If you're not going to a .gov or a .org, you're probably getting screwed. So you got to stay away from Google that shows you all this other stuff, or any other, media stuff that is chats and things like that. No, you can't go there if you want to be safe. It's just, there's too many sharks in those waters, and most of us don't know enough. I mean, I get taken all the time too. So it's not because you don't know. It's these people are so good. So you absolutely not. It wouldn't be to find a source of information. I only deal with people. If you don't have money, you only give money to people who are well, no, you don't have to give money to these people. See, .org and .gov will never ask you for money for the money they're giving you. Everybody else does. So that's why you have to stay away from .coms. But you have more money than you could ever need, so why don't you give it an Indian guy from the Second World War? Oh, because I don't. Sorry. But we do give money to people who are members of here in the United States. So even if you don't have to be living in, but if you're a member of the United States, we give out $75,000 every month to members, and we do that in 4 different grants. We have one on the 4th of the month that we give out $40,000. Well, actually, what comes first is the 30th of the month. So what is it today? That's tomorrow. Tomorrow is the deadline where we give. It's on the 30th of the month. If the day is the 29th, I forget. I'm an old fart. I forget stuff like that. And it's the 30th to apply for our free laptop computers. We're giving out 25 free. Get off here, old man. Boy, what are you? I'm close. I'm 80. Country. Well, why don't you get off? It's easier for you to leave, and you're here. That's silly. Signal, is that a scam? Well, I'm not doing it. I'm doing nothing on Signal, so I don't know who the hell that is. So I would certainly stay away from there. I tell you, it's too much of the Wild West on the internet now, and you just got to stay away. And don't be there, and certainly don't buy anything from anybody, because you just get ripped off. And to me, there's so much stuff out there for anybody. And let me give you a couple places to start. If you go to findhelp.org, that's certainly a great place to start. If you have troubles paying your bills or credit card and everything, you go here, HUD.gov/counseling, HUD.gov/counseling, and that's right. Then for healthcare, here's a good place that only has free and low-cost sources of healthcare. Okay, and that's at Needy, Needy, meds, MEDS.org. See, all the stuff I'm giving you is .org or .gov. Needy, Needy, meds, MEDS.org. So needymeds.org, and you'll see for dental care, health care, mental care, money to live on while you're recuperating in care, all these things. I mean, it's a wonderful source. Free prescription drugs. Okay. Also, if you want to start a business, You have an invention, you want to start a nonprofit, you want to do the gig economy, you want to be a freelancer from home, you get free help. Now this is where the SBA is wonderful. What they have, and they have loans actually too that are good. Actually they have loans now for people who just got out of jail or they have very bad credit. You get up to $50,000 without any collateral. So that's a good program from the SBA. The other good program is all the grants they give to local nonprofits to help you start your business. So these are nonprofit organizations that have money and expertise and everything to help you think through your idea, okay? Those buildings, that plaza looks really neat. May I swear, near Wisconsin here, we don't have a cool building. Oh, this is downtown Washington, D.C. And that's, this is the Navy Museum. It's a tribute to the Navy. See the flag, the semaphore flags up there? See, I was a ship driver in the Navy during Vietnam. So that's a soft part in my heart. Email, let's go, was given a signal. I don't know how that happened. No, our website, yeah, and people know how to scam you, and they know how to redirect you and all that kind of stuff. And I don't even know how to stop it. I mean, we have so many people that get on our closed website on Facebook and tell people they're me, you know. I wouldn't be able to help anybody if I just kept fighting these guys all the time. So you have to be smart enough, you know, and not to be taken in. And I know it's easy to because you're desperate and hurting and things like that. So that's why you're vulnerable. And I am too when I'm that way. Yes, they tried to scam me too. So we need heroes like you. Thank you for bringing this to this memorial. Yeah, we got a lot of memorials here. A lot of nice buildings. That's why I see, and you pay for all this that I use. All the Smithsonian institutions, the museums are all free down here. So if you're in town, you know, that's it. And actually, if you're in town next week, next Saturday, if you're in town, I live in an area of town called Adams Morgan. And we're going to have 4 rock and roll bands in front of our apartment building. I arrange all this. I do it twice a year. And so we have dancing in the street, man. We get 300-400 people in our driveway in this condo building that I live in. And it's all day from 2 to 6. And there's drinks for members inside the building. Can't feed the whole neighborhood. One scammer took 10 grand already from me under the name "You Can Help Me." You did contact to get real. Yeah, for me, I'm at letsgohelp.com. Letsgohelp.com. Now, if you got taken by a scammer like that, 10,000, wow, that's a big hit. You got to go to your state attorney general and turn them in. Because if you don't do that, then you're not helping other people from getting scammed too. That's cool. I want to visit D.C. one day when my kids get older. God, D.C. looks so cool. And what I love about the city, it's not bad middle class here. You know, in New York and all the big cities, you know, San Francisco, well, you got to be really rich to enjoy it, or really poor. And here, also what's nice about here, none of the buildings are more than 13 stories tall, you know. Will bank give me back dollars for a scammer? If you write them a check, I don't know. You ask them. And you know what you do too? I mean, there's 2 places I would do because somebody messed with your money. Is one, your state attorney general's office, or if you know the state the scammer was in, you go to them too. And go here, consumerfinance.gov. Consumerfinance.gov. Okay? Consumerfinance.gov. And file a complaint about this scammer, okay? If you don't tell anybody else, the regulatory agencies are here to stop that. So that's their job, and you have to give them something to do. Otherwise, they won't know. And so it's the only way it works, because you can't hire a lawyer, right? It'll cost you $20,000 to try to get your $10,000 back. It looks beautiful. My wife and I are trying to figure out where we would like to move and have a list of places over the country, like to take a visit and see. Yes, do that. Always visit first before. And actually, there's cities now that want you to move there, and they'll give you money to move there. Like up to $5,000 to $15,000 or more. if you move to that city. We'll see where everybody's hurting for people and skilled people. Too many old farts like me around. That's why I'm going to work till I die. I mean, I think that's what we're here for, is to work and help other people until we're dying. We're not here to, to live in a community where someone pays you to sit on your ass for the last 20, 30 years of your life. No. Well, I think we had to do that because the way you made money was physical, and you had to be working on a steel mill, and you couldn't do that after 60. Now we're living till 90. At 60, you could go to school for free and even get a doctor's degree and help people and do it all for free. I mean, why not? Why do you want to do sit on your ass, for 20 or 30 years? I think people want to do that because they hate their jobs. Find a job you like, you're giving to people, you're loving people, and you're helping people, and you're making your way in life and paying for yourself. That's what I think life is about. That's why I'm going to do this till my head falls in the soup bowl at dinner someday. I mean, why else are we here? I mean, when I grew up, you retired at 60, go to Florida and play golf. I like playing golf, but I'm a shitty golfer. Why do I want to do something for the rest of my life that I'm shitty at? Find something you like doing and be good at it, and then you can probably make money at it because people will pay for something that is of value to them. That's why I believe in capitalism, because if you're not paying for what I'm doing, then I got to think of something else. That means it's not worth anything to you. And to support myself, I got to figure out I'm a shitty golfer, but I love golf. I got to find something that I can do well that other people would rather have somebody else do it. And if I do it better, they'll pay me, right? Hello, sir. Please, can I be friends? Liats Momak. I'm a friendly guy. and my heart is open now more than anything else. I'm loving more now than anything. That's why I throw parties in our apartment complex for everybody. And that's why the 4 rock and roll bands, we're going to be dancing in the street. Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, the programs are available everywhere. And really, it's the government giveaways. There are cash giveaways. There's all kind of giveaways. Free legal help giveaways, like to chase that scammer down. You could hire a lawyer at $300 an hour, or you could go to the government offices that are even more effective than that they'll do it for free because it's their job. Anybody messes you over in this country, you can get free legal help to make it square. You seem like a great and genuine guy. Well, that's nice of you to say that. I think I have ex-wives that don't agree with you. It would be nice to find a grant help system that you put all your info into and tells you. Well, yes, that would be, but the system isn't there. Some people like to pretend it is, but no, it's more complex than that. And you have to use people to get it. And that's only because the way the grants aren't that well categorized, and you don't know what is for what. That's why people are the best way to get to know what grant you should apply for. And that's what you should be doing, is contacting people. And all those people that are in findhelp.org, you start calling. Call a dozen of them and see, because all the people there are getting paid to help people like you solve their financial problems. So they've seen this before, they've seen programs before, but one person doesn't know everything, so that's why you have to call a half a dozen or a dozen to make sure you know the programs that really can help you, okay? And that's important. Well, that's it. I mean, I feel the only thing that's stopping me from doing anything in life is me. Like, I stopped looking for help, or you want to do something in life and you think, well, here's a source that's going to give me money to do that, and you call them up and they say no. Oh, see, I tried. No, you didn't. You called one place. That's not trying. If you look for one job, you call one store or one company and ask for a job, and if they say no, you say, see, I tried to get a job and there wasn't any. that is absolutely nonsense. Yeah, and that's why what stopped you from getting it is you, because you didn't go and look somewhere else. And when that doesn't work, you didn't go and look somewhere else again. That's the only way to solve a problem. I need plastic mold company for my invention. Can you help me? No, Adrian, what you need is help finding money to do that, okay? And you do that by going to America's, AMERICAS, and then SBDC, that's one word, America's, plural, SBDC.org, and they're all over the country, they're free. You call them, make an appointment to talk to a counselor about your invention, about the options for you to do it. The other thing what I do is find an inventors club in your area. There's nonprofit organizations that help, inventors. And that's the way to learn it, not just to go to Google and you're an inventor and you're gonna get sucked with another $10,000, like the guy above did. Well, you're a blessing. Thanks all for your time. That's sweet of you, Vanessa. No, I mean, just words like that are worth more than any money, to me. And I want to grow my heart. I don't want to have more toys and shit like that. It's growing my heart, and loving people is the best thing in life. I feel at this age, and I wish I knew got hooked on it earlier. I have to get off the booty. What does that mean? Let's see where. Oh, so yeah, go to Meetup, MEETUP, meetup.org, Meetup, MEETUP.org, and look for inventors. These are nonprofit organization groups that help each other get what they need, and that's what you want to get free help, to get help with your invention. Do not call an invention company. They know how to get money from you like I wish I learned. But I don't. So you have to do that. Okay, Meetup, MEETUP.com. They're .com now. But they don't charge. I mean, you use the groups, and if you worst case, you spend $20 for a pizza. But you're with 50 other people like you, or that are 2 months ahead of you in their search, or 2 years ahead of you. And that's where you get the good stuff that really means something. The man of progress, thank you. I need this. Good. So do I, because it grows my heart by helping people. So I'm going to help people and try to love as many people as possible so that we all feel just a little bit more comfortable in the world. If everybody's trying to rip everybody off, then, who wants to be there? Not me. Email again to reach Magic Mary. Magic Mary, letsgohelp@gmail.com. letsgohelp@gmail.com. And if we messed up with your, because we're really having problems with our credit card processing people. We had it changed in the middle of nowhere, and it's still all screwed up, and we're still trying to unravel this can of spaghetti. So bear with us, and we'll give you any money that we screwed up on. Don't worry about that. You don't even have to say why. Warren, are you the salt of the earth? I have been spent in a mire for quite some time. This is a real. Oh, well, awfully nice of you to say that. See, tree. I actually got an invention stolen, sending it to the. Do you have an invention? Yeah. See, right. See, all these companies, man, they're just in it to rip you out. Please tell me where I can find grant money to fix and repair my deck. Yeah, if you go to, if you remember, we got a report on home repair, so all the programs on that. Now, but if you're not, then go to findhelp.org, okay, findhelp.org, and put in your zip code, and then put in home repair. And you'll see dozens of people where you live that give grants for that. Now, what you have to do is call as many of them as you can until you find one that suits for you, because they're not for everybody or whatever. They're all special categories. But call them anyway, even that you're not in their category, because they're the best possibility that could direct you to somebody is more suited for what you have, okay? Because they're in that business. They help people like this all the time. So I really need urgent money. for my wedding expenses. I'm from India. Oh, can't help you here. I only know government programs. Sorry. I bought your book 26 years ago. Wish I still had it. Well, no, I mean, a lot of the stuff is still there, available. But no, now it's all online, and that's for free. I mean, and not for free, it's $20. So if you want the help, and what we have in letsgohelp.com, we give unlimited personal help to help you find money for whatever the heck you need. And we also have members helping members. We have experts. They just got it. They were like you a couple of weeks or months ago, and now they figured it out and they share it with you. Hit the like button, hugs. Thank you. I swipe, I don't type. Also learn chiropractic off YouTube, and I want to go. Great. Just help people, man. Go on. There's so many ways to do it. See, I used to do commercials that cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now it's free without an iPhone. Now that's what's changed about making money. So get out there, help yourself, help other people. There's a lot there to do, and a lot of opportunity.